Right, it's time to reveal our mystery guest joining Casualty. So, Lauren, he was in EastEnders.
Yeah.
Downton Abbey. What else you got?
OK, so I have got Sarah says it's definitely someone from Holby City, but from which ward?
Oh, I need more than that, I think.
That's it. That's all I've got, I'm afraid. A lot of you, however, got it right. So I can say Wayne, Luke and Emma, you have all guessed correctly.
Well
Let's
done.
find out. Cue the tension music.
Oh, it's there.
The new consultant bursting through the doors of Casualty is Nigel Harman.
There it is. Come on, Nigel.
Thank you. You're too kind.
Oh, welcome to the show, Nigel. Welcome
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
And congratulations as well, I've got to say, straight away on the new role. I mean, how does it feel to be joining the world's longest running, by the way, prime-time medical drama? That is, I mean, it's been going a long time.
I found that out about 5 minutes ago. Right,
Did you?
I didn't know that. It's
I think I did as well, to be honest with you.
It's quite daunting in some way. It's really exciting. There was a part of me that was just approaching it like any other job. I'm going to turn up, I'm going to stay cool, I'm going to try and be professional. And then as soon as you arrive and walk on the set, and it's an extraordinary set, it's two-leveled, you can walk anywhere, you can shoot anywhere, everything is practical, everything is rather brilliant, that you suddenly, the heart starts beating a bit fast, and then you start bumping into characters, even though I'm old enough to know better, who are off the telly, and you go, oh, look, Dr. Thingy and Dr. Thingy, and then suddenly you realise you're part of it. So
And what about the cast? Have they been welcoming?
Horrible. Absolutely horrible. Bullies.
Nasty.
Yeah, come on, let's get the dirt. They are brilliant. They're incredibly welcoming. It's to the point where somebody took me to the canteen on the first day, walked me up the corridor, because nobody tells you anything is as a new boy. And then my favourite one was when I first put on, so I arrive as a doctor, I'm involved in a train crash. So I'm in my jeans and a shirt and I've got blood all down my face, it's very dramatic. And then I arrive in the hospital and I put on they give me a set of scrubs so I can go to work. And the first time I walked on set, my scrubs, everyone went, oh, it's like they all clapped and said, oh, you look great. And here you are in the costume you're going to wear for the rest of your life.
Yeah, you're in.
So it's brilliant, and they're very funny. I wasn't expecting it to be such a laugh, because, you know, shooting the scenes is quite intense a lot of the time. We're saving lives. Yeah. But so in between takes, everyone's just messing around the whole time, so it's great.
So what about your character? He's called Max Cristie.
He's very tall.
Talk to me about
very
this guy.
tall.
Very tall.
He's Max Cristie. He is a surgeon who came up through paediatric nursing. He is very much act first, ask questions later. He worries about the paperwork afterwards. He is loyal and brilliant with his patients, brilliant with his staff, but if he meets something that he doesn't agree with, he's going to take it to task. Which, as I think we see in the first episode, he oversteps the boundary with a patient and lets them know that he doesn't think well of them. So he is... he's good fun. He ruffles feathers, he gets stuck in, and he doesn't step back from confrontation.
Yeah, you mentioned he ruffled a few feathers. What's the deal between you and Dylan, who's also in the...
So Dylan, who's in the show, played by the brilliant Will Beck, we went to university together, and we're like chalk and cheese. He's if this is very general, he's all head and I'm all heart. So, and we were both vying for top of the class, which I think might count.
Well, let's have a look, shall we? We've
Oh,
got
yeah,
an exclusive clip here of you two sizing each other up.
Oh.
See what you mean? Yeah.
I mean the drama. So what else is in store for this Max Cristie? You said he's all heart. Are we talking good guy, or is there potential villainous dark side?
No, he's a good guy. He's a good guy who will get himself into trouble quite easily. He's quite outspoken. So you can, you know...
A good guy having potentially bad times.
Potentially who you can get in an argument with. So, and then what's coming down the line is obviously we unravel a bit of the Dylan storyline, which they both have a trauma that they experienced in their past at university, and that's it leads to their animosity, which we'll unpick. And then someone from Max's past is going to come in through the magical doors, and which for the first time you'll see him completely wrong-footed and out of his depth, because he's very much in charge of every situation he's in, and then suddenly someone turns up who just totally throws him, and so you get to see a whole other side of who this guy is.
Oh, intriguing. Now, Anne, we were looking in the archives and we actually found an episode of Casualty that you were in 1992. So here you are at your stricken husband's bedside, looking devoted, with an early appearance from actor Patterson Joseph alongside you.
Wow. You're very welcome to stay.
Oh, no, it's all right. I've got some calls to make. I love you.
Well, I love you too, Pet.
What were your memories of that, Anne, there?
Well, John Norman, it was quite funny actually because John Norman played it, and my memory was we had to sit in reception for about 3 days, you know, because they were shooting, and there was a girl opposite me who was terribly heavily pregnant, and I thought she was an essay, you know, a supporting artist. And I felt really sorry for her, and I went up to her a couple of times and said, "Can I get you some water, and would you like a cup of tea?" And she said, "Well, thank you very much." It was only after 3 days when some joker came in and went like this, I realised it was a cushion. I actually thought she was a pregnant woman working.
Were you like, there's head injuries over there?
I'd have been taking tea, I'd have some biscuits as well, if you're right, Anne. I'd get a lot.
I'll tell you, when you are there, it's the weirdest thing, because when you do go to the canteen, you do have lunch, everyone's standing around with cuts, broken arms, in the gowns, and you're thinking, it's like being, you are just
You're just going to have to get used to it. You're in it for the long haul now.
Well, thank you very much, Nigel. And there's a double bill of Casualty this Saturday starting at 8 o'clock, and Nigel's episode goes out a week later.
Nigel, you know, we've been talking about this idea of laughing, and obviously as an actor, you must sometimes have to make yourself laugh. That must be really tough. I mean, I would have thought harder to make yourself fake laugh than cry.
I think it's harder to laugh than it is to cry.
I don't find that hard. I can't cry.
Right.
I can't cry. I can't produce tears. I can't, no.
How do you do the laughter thing?
So I was doing a scene at work the other day, and it was the end of and we were looking at the end of an ep, he's bonding with a patient, and we're watching something on an iPad, and we do the classic thing, right, and the camera's over there, so we do it, and the more you suddenly realise it's ridiculous what you're doing for a living. You just go, so you basically, there's no max.
The church giggles.
We need to figure out a way as well.